Hey everyone, welcome to this quick session on Univariate Analysis. Today, we'll explore how to make our data more friendly for analysis by stationarizing and smoothing it. Don't worry, I'll keep the math light and we'll focus on the understanding why and how. So, the first topic is transforms used for stationarizing data. So, first up, stationarizing data. You might ask, what is stationarizing? Well, in simple words, it's making your data behave consistently over time. Like, think of training your sleepy cat to follow a schedule. Once it is consistent, it is easy to predict what will it do next, right? The next question which you raise is, why do we stationarize the data? Because it helps the models to predict accurately, removes trends and seasonality confusions, helps in getting the current data. And basically, the time series analysis also loves the consistency, trends, and seasonality, which suddenly spikes and confuses them. The next topic is transforms used in stationarizing data. It's log transform, square root transform, and differentiation transform. The log transform is useful when your data grows really very fast. Imagine your monthly YouTube views going from 100 to 10,000 and a lakhs in a year. Taking a log makes the jumps less dramatic and the model can follow the path easier. And the next one is square root transform. Both have the similar ideas, but square root transform contains a moderately skewed data like daily rainfall measurements. And the differencing is like this is a bit comparing of today's and yesterday's temperature instead of raw numbers. We look at the change from one point to the next. This helps to remove the trends and makes the data stationary. So essentially, these transformations are just gentle ways to make your data behave nicely before modeling. Now it's time for the next topic, which is smoothing the data, which is basically reducing the noise, I mean the bugs or mistakes in your data. Think it of like putting a soft filter on your photo. You can still see the picture clearly with the blurred one, but without the sharp distractions, it gives us a clear note. Now let's dive into the topic of common smoothing techniques. The first one is moving average. Imagine you're tracking your steps every day. Some days you walk a lot, some days you barely do anything. So, taking a moving average of over 7 days, which gives you a nice, smooth trend of how active you are. The second type is exponential smoothing. The exponential smoothing means giving more priority to the recent observation. It is just like giving the first priority to the newcomers. If you suddenly started jogging every day in your walking schedule, the smoothing quickly reflects it in on your routine. Okay, now it's time for the important question. Why smoothing? Yes, to see the general trends and better visualization and interpretation. But it is super helpful when we see the general trend without getting lost in tiny ups, downs, and any mistakes. It makes your data easier to visualize and to interpret and to perfectly present for the reports. And that's all for today's session on univariate analysis. We covered stationarizing our data with transforms and smoothing it to reduce noise. Simple, right? Remember, data is just like the music. Sometimes it's messy like hell, but with the right transforms and smoothing, you can hear the melody clearly. Hope you enjoyed this little session. Stay curious, keep exploring,